I find that when I spend my hours painting, the rest of my day is completely different. I'll take the dogs for a walk and I'll start noticing things that I wouldn't have noticed before. I'll start noticing like the light bouncing off a leaf in the woods, all the different variations of minerals in the side of a hill. I'll start to notice how they're stacked, and I'll start to notice like what they're sitting next to and what makes them dramatic. And the more I paint, the more I notice like all of these little things going on around me that I feel like most people tend to pass by. It's kind of given me this ability to not take those little things for granted at all. And the more I paint, the more I slow down, the more I see these things. And that's really why I paint. I kind of keep going back and forth between these really loose, ethereal, light-based paintings that are bringing in a lot of different elements of nature and bringing in textures and colors from like a big variety of things around me. I'll go from that into these really meticulous, detailed drawings that are more of like a meditative approach to making art, and they're just one tiny stroke at a time, and I'll know how I want it to end up. And kind of going back and forth between that spectrum like sort of allows me to stay loose in both of them. You know, it satisfies both sides of my brain. This portfolio of paintings kind of feels like this emotional diary of things. Somebody else might not know exactly what I was feeling when I made it. I'm hoping that some of it comes across, if any, you know, if I'm lucky, some of it'll come across. But when I look back at paintings, I'll know exactly where I was in my life, where I know what I was feeling at the time when I made it. And it's not necessarily like a dark painting meant I was sad, a light painting meant I was really happy. Sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes it's a mix of those things. Sometimes the dark is really good and the light is like overwhelming, you know. When I go into a painting, I try to be pretty real with myself, like where I'm at. Is this just something that I'm making because it seemed like a good idea at the time, or is this a real reflection of where I'm at? That's probably the hardest thing to do with paint, is to get an accurate reflection of where you are emotionally translated into paint.